Alright, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone in the world. This is Commander Trium, continuing our footage on this, the Wednesday 27th of the year 3303. I guess 3304 is coming up pretty quickly. We're just resuming today's daily footage with support from viewers like you, which it would be much appreciated if you would help us out by subscribing to this feed if it's something that you find interesting and worthy of a certain amount of attention. You'll get updates periodically advising when live feeds are forthcoming. So once again, we'll just begin by reviewing. We're in an Asp Explorer in the Sagittarius gap between the Sagittarius arm and Orion's spurs of the Milky Way galaxy. In star system Smoge November Echo Foxtrot Bravo 250, which is actually en route through the, it's going to be en route through the NGC 6152 sector imminently. And where is that? Well, that's a very good question. What you're looking at here is our projected path from our entry point, the star system we're in, highlighted in orange. And of course there's the Sagittarius gap, you'll notice right there. We're in the middle of it. Proceeding from the center of the Milky Way galaxy bound for the core systems, which include worlds like Earth. And just to show you where Earth is by comparison, some 3,600 light years away from our current position. And how long will that take to transit? Well, probably another day or so. At the rate we're going, we're moving aggressively fast by leveraging existing natural phenomenon called neutron stars, which supercharge our FTL drives and accelerate our push through the vast reaches of space. So what you're looking at here is a map of a galactic star chart of the core worlds. There's a number of flags that are set. The ones that you see here in the Pleiades Nebula pertain to Sargoid attacks that have been ongoing. In fact, we're expecting a new round of attacks to take our base count, or sorry, star system attack count upwards of 9. At least 9, if not more. Sargoids are an insectoid alien race, and I'm rushing home to try to participate meaningfully in the forthcoming salvation of humanity, which, of course, in the game context here, has not been going very well. There are 2 factions registered with the game. You'll see them represented here. This is the colorful bubble of humanity's factions in the year 3303. The red-orange towards the center, where Earth is located, and behind some blues and purples and greens, pertain to the Federation, which also controls individual star systems reflected upon by this map. Federation is red, Empire blue. There's a third faction called Alliance, they're green, and Independent Star Systems demarked as yellow. And unfortunately for the Empire, they are the ones who control the Pleiades Nebula region. And they've been facing probably the Thargoid threat the most. The trouble is, I haven't seen very much footage of Majestic-class battlecruisers engaged against Thargoid attack vessels online, indicating that the Empire really hasn't committed itself to fighting the Thargoid threat just yet. Here's a one Imperial World HR 1185. There's an independent world here, currently repairing its starbase, Pleiades Sector, India Romeo Whiskey Delta 155. Meanwhile, here's a Federation world that suffered at the hands, mightily at the hands of the Thargoids, HIP 17694. And again, there are some outlying independent worlds. But basically, the worry is that the Thargoid threat is going to come into the main systems, the core systems, which is where I'm headed next. Specifically, I have to complete a mission demarked as a yellow globe. You'll see off in the distance there. That's at the Peterson Enterprise base orbiting in orbit of Sirius. You'll see a orange globe and a red spaceship icon where I have another spaceship in my fleet, my own personal fleet, currently stored. Population of Sirius 2.5 million is a corporate state that's currently engaged in expansion. So let's head out into the reaches of the galaxy where we are presently located. And it looks like we're going to be heading, yes indeed, towards a, well, it won't be that long actually. It's a short jump distance to about 6 more jumps and we'll find ourselves at this system. Smoj Bravo Lima Papa Delta 528. And from here, we'll be reaching out further. Again, heading back closer to home through the NGC 6152 sector. Okay, so that gives you a quick overview of what the state of affairs is, and now we'll begin our coverage of this evening with the usual engine startup request. One view that you get here cannot be beat is the view of the Milky Way galaxy in the gap is much clearer. There's the bulge at the center of the galaxy. And we are now engaged in a control difficulty. Hang on. There we go. quick exploration of this, quick scan of the star that we're in. The main star system we're in. And there we are. And now we are laying in a course for our next target. We're in need of some minerals for extra FSD injection, specifically niobium, which we are very, very short of, sadly. We had just a few samples of the mineral. We could multiply our FSD capacity by quite considerable measure. But sadly, we have not been able to find any niobium along our projected travel path. And ordinarily that wouldn't be an obstacle. Using the database to find minerals is kind of what you do if you don't have a surface scanner. I didn't pack one before I engaged in this 12,000 light year journey out into the Sagittarius arm. Of course, we're now more than approaching quickly 75% of the way through that journey, so hopefully fairly soon be able to one other thing I'll cover while we're on the subject. Our destination, our entry point destination, is actually HIP 83983 is our target system. Oh my lord. I have another controller malfunction. 1 second. Unbelievable, the controller malfunctions here. Unbelievable. Ay, 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 ay. Let's try this again. HP 83983. This is our projected entry point back into Core World territory. You can see this is a populated system, independent, outer periphery, but it's still close enough to have its own bases of operation, and we desperately need that. Okay, so with that on the map, we'll again try to hit our next destination without further ado.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we're headed towards a Class M red dwarf star. Seven jumps total after this.
4,
Sorry, 6
3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Using the
Warning,
SARD
temperature
collector.
critical.
The SARD collector to try to get hydrogen isotopes from the star that will aid our FTL. This is how one does exploration in the game universe. So, moving right along.
Frameshift drive charging.
Targets.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Overall objective here, of course, is to try to ferry 7 passengers that we're carrying with us, as well as to regain standing with Professor Palin.
Warning,
In
temperature critical.
Pleiades cluster, so that we can get Stargoid resistant technology
Fuel
installed
scooping
on our
complete.
ship. Why would you want that? Well, if you're going to do battle with the Stargoids, you definitely want the ability at least to store what you can recover and obtain as game objectives. We have here an unidentified source. It's a signal of some sort. Degraded emissions. Wow. Haven't seen this in quite a while. We're going to investigate. go below 0.1 light seconds. I'm really out of practice here. Is a data cache. It's a canister.
Cargo scoop deployed.
We will intercept. Unidentifiable wreckage. So what we have here. Well, it's a ton of data cache cargo. I don't detect any other
Cargo scoop retracted.
That looks like unbelievably old metal. Looks human. There's no other markings on it. And whatever it was ripped completely apart.
Flight assist off.
Well, it's unrecognizable, whatever it was.
Flight assist on.
Let's see if we can't explore the star.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Another is the work system.
Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
It's unusual to find anything intact this far out from human-controlled space. So, I guess we found a little nugget of perhaps very old information. Okay, so look at our 3 jumps to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
16.1 light years is not even a full jump.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping.
The star is by itself. No other planets or celestial
Fuel
bodies
scooping complete.
in the system. Two jumps to go. And then we hit another FSD jumper through the NGC sector. We've already done that.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's 20.8 light years, and it is our final jump in this series.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So this will be a Neutron Star. Or be a system with Neutron Star in it.
Fuel scooping.
Or it'll be the next system.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so now this is our Neutron Star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Confirmed. I was mistaken about the last system, obviously.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
the only star in the system. However, try to stay out of harm's way here. Those are really short tails.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Pull away from that now. Okay, and switch over to our galaxy map. We have I believe our next sector is not that far off. We'll be over here. Oops. Plotting route. It shouldn't be that far, it's only 212 light years away. This brings us fairly close, I think our nearest approach, to a Niobium world. This jump will be a long-range one at 81.3 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Then we have to do a recharge at this star because it's
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Very good. We're in the Drogia, KOF A38-2. No, we aren't. We are in Smojid Tango Zulu 0, Bravo 190 system. This is our second and last visit to this particular part of the universe. I have but one other thing to check. While we're here, well, two other things to check. Then yeah. That's an Niobium world, all right, but it's quite some ways off. It's 197 light years. Ay, 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 ay. VJI. That's where we came in from. And that is where we're going out from. Okay, so I'm just going to mark this here. We have 8 more jumps to NGC 6152 sector Juliet X-ray Tango. System Delta 32, then NGC 6152 India X-ray Tango Delta 32, another 4 jumps later. Yeah, I think we're going to have to ignore some of these so-called Niobium worlds. They're just too far away. And they're not needed.
Frameshift drive charging.
leaving back into the Georgia sector, Kilo Oscar Foxtrot Alpha 382.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I think we're in here for a hop or two, and then we were out again into the NGC sector, 6152 sector. Yep.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now entering the NGC 6152 sector, Lima Papa Juliet, Alpha 40-3.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Frameshift drive charging.
It's a T-Tory class star. Actually, while we're at this, that one will be a possible jump-off point. I'm going to measure our distance again. That's a Y brown dwarf. By the looks of it, we can almost make it the whole gamut here without. That's red dwarf. Okay, yellow orange. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
$172 light years. I think it's about as close as we get. We're gonna make the run. We should make it now. TD32. It's about 6, 7, maybe 8 jumps. No neutron stars were detected between here and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or we just press on, look for a different source. 11 jumps, jeez. Count is correct. That one's long gone.
Frameshift drive charging.
Brown dwarf, this is the last of those. And then we've got a red dwarf coming up, I believe.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I'll just get my hands on some Niobium.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, we're running out of gas here.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
There it is. Our red-brown dwarf. Sorry, red dwarf star. Beg your pardon.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Binary suns here. Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Temperature critical.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Well, as entertaining as that was. Never a dull moment when you're zipping in and out between two binary, closely and tightly locked binary stars. Binary red dwarfs in this case. Harvesting fuel isotopes. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
This won't take long.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
And this will be another neutron star, pushing us closer to home.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
36 new objects. Okay, so we have a new target. And it's within fuel range.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
That's what we want. It's one of the more difficult, irritating neutron stars we've had to deal with so far. Full 84 light years. Here we go, folks.
Frameshift drive charging.
realize something. We've got another star in here that we can use for recharging. It's 3,000. No, less than 3,000. Neutron stars passing on the left. Find out what class of star this is and we can use it. So we cannot. Very good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so we have 4 hops. Four jumps, and then we are bound for what? Smoja BAA. And Blue Swa. Tango, India, Bravo, Delta, 1316. That is also a neutron star. And Alcox, Hotel Sierra Hotel, Delta 1150. After which point we have a series of jumps that are being made in roughly 200 light years increments. Well, Felix, Oscar, Juliet. Oscar, Juliet, India. Delta 967. And let's see what kind of a picture that paints us. It's moving along nicely. start coming back into the Orion Spur with the Phyllis jump. Measuring quickly from Earth. It's 300 more light years and we're under the 3,000 mark. Well, that shouldn't be hard to achieve because we're basically right there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping.
And now, given the fact that we're stuck out here in deep space, I think I'm going to turn on a feature I haven't used all that much.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, this is our Neutron Star already.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Unfortunately, we won't have a partner on the flight deck to assist with to witness the arrival and departure from the Neutron Star system. Okay, Evan. New objects in the system. Ooh, that's a ways off. Okay, let's see here. We'll enter yon around here-ish.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Hopefully I didn't damage that too much. Check on the modules again here. 81%. Oh my goodness. Not sure we're gonna make it at this rate. At any rate, let's see here. Galaxy map, please. Holy crap. Well, that was a 4 jump. Yeah, we should be able to
Telepresence crew member connected.
Stay above the oh, hang on. 70% mark. There we go. There we go. Course plot complete. Hello, Kelt. I don't know if you can hear me. Let's make sure. Just type in the in text if you can hear me. Kelt Q. Can you hear me speaking? I use a VR headset. Maybe enable voice comms. You can still type if you like. I heard a noise, so you must be able to hear me now. Again, just type back to me if you can hear. Your girlfriend is asleep. Okay, hang on. It's all good. And I'm gonna stick with voice for VR purposes. Listen on headset if you can. Okay, and again, you'll have to let me know if you're on headset and can hear me. Otherwise, my answering questions will be kind of meaningless. Yeah, you can? Okay, good. Well, basically you just watch, I think. There's not much to do because there's not going to be a whole lot of fighting. You can take a gunner position, I think, if there is combat. But we're in a part of the galaxy where there is virtually no other people. So, right now we're headed back to the main bubble. I'm about to jump.
Frameshift
We're
drive charging.
Jumping right now. And we're going to head back to across the NGC 6152 sector.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
After this, we're going to be using Alcott, the Alcott sector, as our reference point. We're about 3,000 light years away from the solar system, from Earth.
Fuel scooping.
So it won't take more than another gaming session or perhaps 2 to finish it off, hopefully. I've got 7 passengers on board that are paying me 18 million credits to return them to the Sirius system, Peterson Enterprise station there.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, better concentrate on this here.
Fuel scooping.
And of course I have all my exploration data, but you'll note here, if you look at my interface, I don't know if you can, what exactly you see. You'll notice the heatsink is out of ammo. So we used that data going out 6,000 light years. We're over half the way back now. So we're past the total journey length, past the 75 percentile mark.
Temperature critical.
Oh, hang on. It's not one thing, it's something else. So, like I said, another gaming session or so, we should have it done. Yeah, I can repair. Well, I haven't got
Warning, temperature critical.
I don't have an automated repair module. I can, ordinarily I could build new heat sinks, of course, but for that you need you need supplies. You need to be on planet surface finding satellite components or other deployables.
Fuel scooping complete.
And if you don't have that, because there's no human settlements, there's no deep space stations of any kind out this way, to make matters even worse, I don't even have a detailed surface scanner, so if I want to try to find jumponium of my own, such as, or jumponium minerals like niobium, which I'm desperately short of right now, there's absolutely no way to remedy the situation. And if you look at the ship overall, I don't know if you can see this, but if you look outside the ship, it's like in pretty rough shape here. Like, there we go. Like the paint job is coming off. You can barely make out any of the logos or anything. Let's see if I can even see you in the module that you're supposed to be in here. There you go. Oh, there you are. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but look at the front of the ship. That's what you got. As I said, I should have had a detailed surface scanner before I left the bubble, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking to get one. So I've confirmed you have partial weapons control. So if we do get into a fight somehow, you'll definitely come in useful that way on the gunner position. Okay. And now, let's just see what we got here. We can scan this thing. I think we have a planet coming up here, or two, or three. Some other stuff in this neighborhood. I don't know why. Is there like a black hole somewhere? Oh well. Whatever. We're not going to go that way. In this case, we're going to go this way.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I suspect you're from the United States. UK, outstanding. It's one of the things I love about this game is we get lots of working British people. Because of David Robin's creativity. Of course, not very many people realize I'm in Canada, and not very many people realize that we have a Frontier Developments office in Halifax, Nova Scotia, just on the other side of the Atlantic.
Fuel scooping complete.
I've actually thought about going and putting in an application there, but I have not done so yet. I'm a software developer, so I'm not sure that they're looking for my exact skill set, which is largely based in yeah, no, it was. I'm one of the original players from back in the mid 1980s on the Commodore 64. Duly noted. You have to go to YouTube/App Refactory. Actually, I'll type in this much right here. Whoop. Go. Where it is. YouTube.com/app. That's my my own channel address, and it's where you can start getting information about the company that I work for, which is owned and operated by me, but it does work mostly as a contracting agent for the government of Canada. But I would love to have 3D design people at the ready in case such things are necessary.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's a new developer coming on board next week. Actually, he claims to have some game development skills, so we'll see what he comes up with for ideas once I've had a chance to sit down with him in early January.
4, 3, 2.
In the meantime,
engage.
We are moving through the Milky Way galaxy towards our next target system. And again, I don't know if you can see the star map when I'm using it, so...
Fuel scooping.
I'll bring it up in just a moment.
Fuel scooping complete.
And bringing up the star map now. Just going to see how much farther we have to go along here. We're going to have about another 6 jumps. Sorry, is it 6 or 8? 8 jumps. And then we're moving another 84 light years deeper in. Every time we hit a neutron star, it's another 84 light years.
Charging.
So that jump that you just saw me take was 84 light years across the Sagittarius Gap.
4,
I don't know if you follow on EDSM.net at all, but
engage.
my profile is Trium Augus, A-U-G-E-U-S. Commander Trium Augus. On EDSM.net. Doesn't tell you where I am in the galaxy, what position I hold,
Fuel scooping.
and where I'm going. Let's see here. So we're 7 jumps away now.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Can you see the star map when it comes up? Bring opening it up again. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Could be the distance. Not good to know for me. Of course, I'm using a North American server, I'm pretty sure, but I find that when I play with the Russians, I get lots of lag. Can't keep it at 100% speed all the time.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is a brown dwarf star. We'll pass right through this system and there won't be too much delay. We'll move on to the next one. No refueling here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
4,
Come back if you like,
3,
or you can watch
2,
on YouTube.
1. Engage.
Thanks for stopping by. You too. Merry Christmas.
Telepresence crew member disconnected. Frameshift drive charging.
Five jumps to target.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, once again, having a VR headset makes it very, very difficult to type unless you know what you're doing. Exactly where home row is on the keyboard and all the rest of it. Of course, even with those skills, it's kind of difficult.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's a red dwarf star coming up, so we'll be recharging our fuel. And 3 jumps after
4, 3,
that.
2, 1. Engage.
The Neutron Star will be met once again, and we'll be moving another 80 light years closer to home.
Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
K class star, yellow orange ahead.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Curiosity has appeared on sensors. We will examine it as well. This is quite unusual, having two curiosities. I guess as we get closer into the core system, this is just going to become more and more frequent. Fragments all over the place. Once again, cannot readily identify what this was or is.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Has been deployed. Likely our last chance. After this, well, it was boarded successfully, thank goodness.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Hello, Sparrow Wolf. Can you hear me, Sparrow Wolf?
I can hear you. How about now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Where are you calling from?
I'm over here in Texas.
Texas. Well, you're talking to Ottawa, Canada.
Nice, nice. How you doing?
Trying to stay warm. It's about minus 30 degrees Celsius out at the moment, so but I guess that's normal for up north. And I'm spending the evening transiting of sectors 3,000 light years from home, from the solar system. Unfortunately, hang on here. I just had a
retracted.
I just got a curiosity in the cargo bay. That's what all this debris is. You'll look outside the window, you'll notice there's a certain amount of debris.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's completely unrecognizable. I don't know what it was. Let's just find out what we have in the inventory. A small survey data cache. Alright. Well, I guess we'll put this away then.
I noticed not many people use the multiplayer function much, huh?
Well, they use multiplayer. It's just it's done usually once you get friends or whatever, or people that you know online that you run into several times. I have a list of about 20 people that I talk to regularly from the United States and Great Britain. There's no one else in Canada right now that I know of. Ooh, what's this?
Oh, nice.
This is totally unrecognizable as debris. I have no idea what that is. Looks like a Thargoid's got a hold of it or something. You been following the Thargoid invasion at all?
Actually, I just recently got back into this again. I just got my VR headset out of here and put it back on and decided to just go out flying for a little bit.
Did you stop using the VR headset for a while, or?
Yeah, I just kind of got a little busy and, you know, just had to catch up on things and put the gaming away for a while.
Oh. Well, I'm fortunate, I guess. I'm a software developer, but I've been off contract now for the past, I got last contract finished in mid-October. And it's a terrible time of year to go off contract if you're living in a contract economy, a so-called gig economy, because Christmas is right around the corner. So now I've got a mailbox full of requests for January, which I'll have to address early next week.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be unemployed very long. Usually software developers usually don't have that problem. Okay, so let's...
Oh, I feel you.
Yeah, well, I gotta work for the government, right? So, that's what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna jump now.
Nice. I'm a clinical mental health therapist, man.
You're a health therapist?
Yeah, I'm a health therapist. So where are you gonna jump out to, man?
I'm just gonna jump, continue. We're very close to a neutron star. We're 2 jumps away from a neutron star. Neutron star will result in us jumping 4 times the distance in one shot. Right now you'll see that we can only jump about 20 light years just because I outfitted this Asp Explorer incorrectly before I started down this road. But I'm 75% the way back. We are carrying on board 7 passengers that will pay 18 million credits they'll pay 18 million credits to be delivered back to a certain starbase in the Sirius star system. And on top of that, I have a huge amount of data from the exploration out 6,000 light years out into the Sagittarius arm. And we're turning all of this back to the Sirius station. Our ultimate destination is actually HIP 83830, I think is the name of it. And that's the nearest point of entry back into the core group of systems. There's a starbase there, which I'll dump all my sensor data off at. And then we'll just deliver the people back to the Sirius star system. Also, I'll complete the payload mission, which gives me access to all the anti-Thargoid technology, including the cargo bays that are immune from Thargoid nonsense that wrecks your ship every time you end up carrying Thargoid cargo, which was important. So I'll have that too.
Yeah, I kind of found out that's the hard way already.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So anyway, so we'll resume our jump then. Starting jump prep.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is a blue-white star, type A, main sequence. We are fully fueled.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
you ever done a Neutron Star
Fuel
Super-FSD-recharge?
soaking.
I've done it once before.
Okay, just curious. Some people, I've had one guy here tonight who didn't know you could use neutron stars that way. Kind of surprised me.
Well, there is a big influx of new people on here.
Yeah, well, they used to actually jet you across the cosmos a lot further than they do now. They've made it so that you can only go about 4 times the maximum
Fuel
distance.
sink disengaged.
Only about 4 times the maximum distance of your. Oh, hang on a second. I did this wrong. There we go. That's what's wrong with that. Okay, begin jump prep again. This is the Neutron Star we're jumping to right now. It's our current target system and
Frameshift drive charging.
jumping.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
This is the last time we'll be touching into the smudge sector. We've been spending a lot of time in there in the last day or so, but this is the last time we'll see the sector mentioned. Okay, slowing to halt. Always scan the neutron star. I've discovered like 4 neutron stars doing this highway. Okay.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Telepresence crew member disconnected.
Seems we lost him. Well, that's unfortunate, but we're still well positioned to get the heck out of here. Those planets are too far away, so we'll switch up to the galactic star map. And our next destination is the Blue Swath sector. So we're starting now to probably see increases in star density as we move past our previous endpoint and towards the so here's what we're going to do. So that will go very nicely. Scan this just because we can. And you'll get 2 more planets worth of data out of it. And we're going to close on this moon. There we go. .5 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive. This will be to a Class M red dwarf star.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sector.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Wow. Well, I think we can clear some of this other stuff out here. So clear out Smoja, all sectors. NGC 6152 sector is also over and done with. Few more hops there, Felix. Okay. Then it's Blue Thwa, UXL, D7-76. Blue Thwa double LPD50. P-0. 0VD3-30. And just to get a idea where we are, let's have a look at Earth. Let's see, check our distance once again. Well, in two or three more jumps, we'll be under the 3,000 mark. Means we'll have crossed over 1,000 light years in the last day or so, I believe. Okay, and
Frameshift drive charging.
headed for a red dwarf. 6 jumps. Target system.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
One, two, three, four.
Frameshift drive charging.
Leaving the Felix sector, due to the Blue Claw sector. Again.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
And this should be the Neutron Star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Confirmed, it is the Neutron Star system we've been looking for.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Module malfunction. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Well, isn't that interesting? Yes, well. Yes. We'll have to make our jump. HSH.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Hello? I don't know if you can hear me, but I was just in the star map, so that's why it didn't get me right away. Just give me a moment. Oh, good heavens, we're only 57 light years out. I don't know if you have voice. Oh, alright then. You won't have seen this part. This is a super jump that I'm attempting. And as a result, well, we're near a neutron star. You'll see this on the left labeled as Blue Thwa TIB D1316A. Neutron stars give you the ability to do massive super jumps. And this one will propel us 57.2 light years, but it's supposed to go further. Just give me a second. I'm going to go to the star map and find out what's wrong with this stupid thing. Oh, there's two. Hang on. We're going to do two jumps in one. Holy crap. I think we're jumping twice. Hang on. Yeah, we're jumping directly from one neutron star to another, and then to another. So, hang on a moment. Yeah, that's why we're getting a rating of, yeah, 219 light years. Wow.
Cannot comply.
No, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, give me 1 second. Gotta go to the star map again. Let's see here. Let's see. No, I don't want to. Hang on. No. Here, we'll do it like this. Like that. There. Now we're ready. Good. Yes. Yep. They're going to pay 18 million credits to get back by the end of next week. A week and 3 days, I think I have. Week and 2 days, 19 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. Jump prep.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it'll take another couple gaming sessions, probably 2 to 3 days at most. We'll be back in the, we're already going to be under 2,900.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Something like 2,900 light years. This is basically a 60 light year jump. We can go a maximum of 80, but we're jumping right into another. There we go. Okay, so what you see in front of you is called a neutron star. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before, but you can use them. If they're used appropriately, they can be used to jump you from one place in the galaxy to another fairly quickly. Kind of like a neutron star highway. I don't know if you've heard that term mentioned before. So here's how it works. We go like this. Now, we're going to do a scan of the system first. Four new objects are on the sensors. All are planets, no other stars. Okay. Okay, this might wreck my FSD drive for a little while, but not forever.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
And hopefully we get through and clear. Yep, we're clear. That's what you want to do, is that. That was a perfect execution, which I did not do last time, and it cost me a couple points off the... Yeah, I'm losing about a percentile every time I do that. Anyway. Well, you gotta go at just the right speed. This session is being recorded on YouTube at the following address here. I'll type it in. YouTube.com/. So if you go there, you can pick up the session afterwards, and you can see exactly how fast I was going when I intersected the stream of the neutron star. And provided you're going at roughly the same speed with the roughly the same type of star, you'll have no problem. Okay, next, hang on, I'm going to go back to the star map here again. And I hear noise. Did you turn on your microphone? I guess I don't hear noise, so you did not turn on your microphone. Holy crap! I just did it again. We're going to be jumping another... How far? Oh my god. Hang on here. Let's just turn this off. That on. Okay, that's fine. So, our jump today will be the 57.5 light years that we just jumped, plus another 83.74. Okay. Yes, it is quite a lot. So if you look at the screen in front of you, you'll now see that we've got a jump of 83.7 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which we are prepping for right now. And that's across 2 jumps for a total of 140 light years, basically.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So, where are you calling from today? Just out of curiosity. I'm in Ottawa, Canada. Montreal! Outstanding. Love to have fellow Canadians join every so often. That's probably why you're not lagging out. What do you think of the game so far? I'm using a VR helmet, which is why I don't like using a keyboard. I can't really see the keyboard. I love this game. I've been playing it since the mid-1980s in one form or another. Then on the Amiga, Elite 2 Frontier, and now, of course, it's Elite Dangerous. Let's see here, 6 jumps. Let's just see what type of star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Blue-white star. Yeah, the Aspen Explorer is a great exploration vessel, and I have a Python back-end system.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Back in the solar system, but it's not a very good exploration vessel. It only jumps about 16 or 17 light years a shot. Of course, you can imagine how long it would take to, and it doesn't do
Fuel scooping.
jumps with neutron stars very well. So you can imagine that it will take damn near forever to jump the same distance using that vehicle. We're going to have to sit here for a second and refuel using this star's isotopes as a fuel source. But the Asp Explorer is a great exploration vessel. It will jump you long distances. It's compatible with neutron stars. The larger the ship class you get, the less likely it is a neutron star is going to work perfectly for you. Certainly the white dwarf stars that you get in the bubble will work with the Asp Explorer. They will definitely not work with ships larger than the Python, in my experience. I've never figured out how to get them to work with the Python.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, and it also costs 130 million credits. At the end of this, I might have 80 million available. Which, if I sell off,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
if I sell off my Python and this
Fuel
ship,
scooping.
I might be able to buy an Anaconda. But I'm not sure I want to because I'm not sure I'll be able to outfit it properly. I could just buy the basic frame. So I think I might want to stick with what I've got for just a little while longer until I've earned another 20 or 30 million credits, and then I'll dive into the
Warning.
Anaconda.
Temperature critical.
Yeah, the Vulture looked pretty good for trade too. At least you could outfit it appropriately. But I guess that might be limited. I don't know.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Just scan the system and see what we got for planets or stars. And we're not traveling out there. Okay. We just looked at the star map. We got another 5 jumps, and then we're through to the next neutron star. Okay, hang on a second here. Holy crap, it's 10:11. I've been playing for hours already.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I know you can possibly get a VR headset, but they're quite an investment in the game.
Engage.
To make it that much more realistic. Of course, you need to have at least $600 to even contemplate having a VR headset attached to your computer. That's before you have to pay for the video card to support it.
Telepresence crew member disconnected. Incoming message.
Okay, and with that, folks, we are going to end the evening. Thanks once again for watching. We'll be continuing along our jump path here. To our next segment. Which we're not that far from completing by the looks of things. We've almost got the full chain set up back to the home world. And we are just at the outskirts of the Orion Spur, which is, of course, the part of the galactic structure where we will start seeing more and more stars getting denser and denser. Actually, I'm just going to do one more small change here. That means that we are down all the way out to Alcock ZUV D330. We are making our way towards HSH. Mike Charlie Bravo D145. Charlie Bravo D145. Is it D or B? Right. Followed by JR-C D38. And that takes us to 1211 Swallows. Okay, so D1211, it ends well as DNH. Spoils DNH D11. Dash 5. LTO D735. Pria EQ. OXL D722. PRAE EQ. Find ring sector. Okay, that's good enough for tonight. Thanks again from everyone. I hope to hear from those same people that were on tonight again soon, and we'll talk to you in the next day or so, hopefully. Bye for now. And special thanks once again to Frontier Developments for sponsoring. Please don't forget to add your name to the list of subscribers to the channel that was mentioned during the broadcast on YouTube. Thanks again.